Okay, let's start with our part two, where we have a different version of Chibi, where it's high resolution using subdivision surface, so we can create those bevel. We can also create those beveled edge without having to create a higher resolution version. I can show that real quick. Just have to, let's say, on the body right here, I will apply a all transform. So when I create the bevel, so when I go like so, select all those lines, right click, and then bevel the edge. There we have it. So we actually have, and add a few segments right there. Then you can have kind of like a soft beveled version of Chibi. All right. So yeah, why don't we do that for this one? So, but let me click undo and make sure we have a low poly version. Okay. And I forgot to mirror that one, so let's just kind of mirror that for now. And the mirror is just for looks. Um, we will actually not use the mirror here. We'll fix this one, and then the other one will be just mirrored again. Okay, so we don't have to do both. So let me save this first, and that's the low poly. Save it as Chibi low poly. Okay, hold one, save. Now save it as Chibi low poly with bevel. Okay, save it so that this is that part, and this is not the subdivision surface, so we'll do that differently, separately. So let's start here with just the head. So I will be isolating this. I'll leave the eyes as well. So I'm going to press slash, so it's all we see. Select this part. Okay, make sure before you do any of this, so that your bevel actually bevels in 45-degree, apply all transform. I mean, you see the values right here. This will all reset to 0, 0, and 1, 1, 1 on the scale. Makes Blender think this is origin, the object it's from, it's coming from a primitive standpoint, right? So all transforms, you can see we got clean numbers on it, and when we do the bevel, it should work. Okay, so we got to select all the edges that we need to bevel. I'm guessing this, and those. All right, those will all have to be beveled, and most likely here, let's see, Alt Shift click, Shift Alt click. So I just selected all those. All right, and then we right click, bevel edge. All right, I have a little bit of segment on it already, so let's see. I'm just going to open up the bevel right here. So we have, maybe I'll go 4 on the segment. That one, it's doing a crazy look with that. Maybe 3 would do. Okay, the width of the offset, you don't want it too much because you don't want any artifacting right here. So I have it on 0.6327, whatever that, you know, you can eyeball that, but definitely it worked. We got our little beveled corner right here. Doesn't look like it's like razor sharp. Okay, and I think that will do on that one. It'll carry over the settings as well. I don't know if that's a good idea, beveling the eyelid right there, but I think that will work. Okay, so slash again, get the body, and that one. Okay, those two. Slash to isolate them. All right, right here, let's select this first. Got all this, and let's bevel. All right, nice kind of soft rim right there. This one, definitely this and that. Alt Shift click. All right, so I'm gonna bevel all these. Right click and bevel. Drag the mouse. All right, that works. So now we got those beveled. Still low poly. All right. What else can we bevel here? Probably the bottom of the feet right here. Okay, then right click bevel. All right. What about, do we need to bevel this to soften them? Maybe. Oh yeah, that works, I think. Okay, definitely helps. Right here. Right click and bevel. Drag the mouse. And again, I'm eyeballing. I'm not making things uniform. But if you want to go super OCD, you're welcome to. You can write the numbers, make them all kind of equal. Right click bevel. And again, we gotta probably have to do this now so that when we bevel it, it's beveling correctly. So let's modify this now. All I have to do is select one side of it, okay, all in faces, like so, all right? Select it all the way around. Then press P as in Popeye, separate the selection. Now you have two objects, all right? So now this one right here will have its opening right there, and this one as well. So we have to do, I'm going to hit slash, so it's by itself right here, and simply cap off that. Go to edge mode, select those two, press F, okay? And slash again, select this, slash, cap it off as well. All right, and slash again. So now we have to add bevel. This one we might need to look at numbers and make sure they're the same, okay, on that one, or we can just mirror it to the other side. Okay, so let's do this one first. Mirroring definitely makes stuff a lot easier. So I want to bevel all of that, and actually, yeah, why not? Let's bevel all the stuff here. You won't see this one just in case it showed up, then, you know. All right, so all the lines going across show you what our selection is. All right, then we right click and bevel right there. Okay, that will do. All right, and maybe I'm gonna click undo. I want to make the bevel a little bit actually, I forgot. Apply all transform. Then we can, because it kind of didn't look like it did a 45 degree. Okay, right there. Didn't look as sharp as before, but it has bevel, you know. Let's go to number 1 right here. I'm just going to add a mirror to this one, a Y also. Okay. However, there's kind of like a, which is fine, I guess, because we're going to be rotating that. Okay. So now the other object that we didn't name yet, and which we'll name all this anyway, I got to delete it. So there's another one right here. So we don't need this. Okay. And there's an offset on the X. So, well, let's fix that. So select all. Go to the move tool and simply move it back here. Let's go to from the top. There we go. Okay, so that's all mirrored right there. And of course, we're gonna have to get rid of that later on. So let's put a nice gap right there. Okay, and then we probably will have to go to object mode here, GY, and kind of center it. Well, the mirror is on. I want to center it to that one, but we can do that later. Okay, so now this should be done, right? So let's, I remember I tried to do, oh, not yet, sorry. This one guy right here. Edge mode, select those two. Okay, I didn't get 45 degrees. That means I forgot to apply scale or all transform. I'll do the same thing on this one. And the actual plug. Might as well do it all this now. We just need one of these. And then we'll duplicate it again. So let's delete that. Okay, so while we're here, let's do this. So select all these rings right here. Here as well. Okay. Right click, bevel. There's that. Okay. And like I said, we need to duplicate GX. Okay, now this one right here, select all the edge. It's going to be a lot of beveling here, all these angular lines. I think everything. So I'm just going to press A under edge mode. Bevel. All right, that looks so much better. Okay, and then last one is this. And that. Okay. And it's, I think it's all done. Save this. All right, so that's our low poly with bevel. Now we're going to do the subdivision surface.